Hi and welcome back for another video. Today we're talking about the issue of Zoom video deletion. If you teach at Lake Tahoe Community College or if you teach somewhere else and you use TechConnect's version of Zoom, this video could be very useful for you. As you might know, the sum capacity of Zoom storage through the California Community College's TechConnect account has really bloated. You can imagine if each of us are teaching an hour class and we just have, depending on our Zoom settings, one video that's recording an hour class, and that's maybe around 1 gigabyte. Multiply that for all the class sessions that you teach and that you archive Zoom videos for, multiply that by all the faculty at one college, and then multiply that across the over 115 plus community colleges in the state of California, and you get a sense just of all the data that is being stored and taken up because of Zoom. Of course, Zoom has been very important for us as we've gone to virtual teaching in a lot of situations due to COVID-19. So this particular video will take you through some options in terms of how to deal with the Zoom video deletion issue. So I'm recording this video here in early May. Beginning June 30th, 2021, videos will start to be deleted. And if you're wondering which videos will be deleted, they're listed here on the flyer. So any Zoom video you have from August 15th, 2020 and earlier will be deleted. This means those videos are lost forever without possibility of recovery. This particular video will also include a handout, a PDF, that'll take you through the various steps to help you preserve any videos that you wish to save from this period. At any time when you're watching this video, you can click here on YouTube on the comments link, and you'll note that the first comment has a link to this PDF. If you'd like to share this video or PDF, that would be great. I love just helping people out across the state, regardless of what you're teaching or where you're teaching at. So we'll go through this today, and hopefully this will solve any of those issues that you might have. Okay, the first step we're going to look at today, step 1, will involve you logging on to your Zoom account. Now, it's really important that you go to the web version of Zoom. You know that you have a desktop version that lives as an app, whether you're working on PC or Mac, and that's not unlike your Microsoft Word software program that also lives on your desktop. A lot of stuff, of course, we use in the cloud now, but it's important to go to your zoom.us account and log in because this is the place where your recordings are stored. So first step is simply to log in. At that point, you'll see your Zoom account and your profile, and then you'll want to go to the Recordings tab. Now for step 2, we're going to look at a specific column, the third column over on the top, and we're going to look for videos that might be impacted by this deletion of videos starting in June. And again, those are videos from August 15th, 2020 and earlier. So what you're going to do is look at this third column over, 1, 2, 3. It's this column right here. At any time, you can go forward or backward. And as you can see, I'm a culprit of this, as many of you are. I have 52 videos here, and I clearly don't need all these. Some of these are rather large, particularly since I have a lot of files that I choose to record with those advanced options under recording, because I like to have options doing video editing of going back and forth between different views. So again, I'm going to look at the start time here. This is my step 3, and anything that is earlier than August 15, 2020 will be deleted. Again, that date was June 30th, 2021. So if I don't want some of these, if I don't care about some of these videos here, in fact, I could right now click on this and I could delete selected. It'll give me a warning and I hit yes. By the way, right now, I don't have the IDs of my videos blurred. I usually would do this. I recommend that you blur it if these are persistent links that you plan to use again and again. And the reason for that is if anyone is Zoom bombing, if they have access to a meeting ID, they could theoretically log in to that meeting. They'd probably have to know when it is, but regardless, if you want to keep these secret, unless these are unique meetings as mine are, and thus I haven't blurred it out in post-production. So step 4 will be to click on the Zoom recording title in the first column to access the recording. So these are, again, all our recordings. Once I've identified a date of, like this one, March 22nd, 2020, I know that will be deleted beginning in June. I will click on that. And here you'll see all the various files that I can download. If I want, I can just download one of these. I could just download the shared screen with speaker view. Once I do that, This is a Mac, but you see the download has begun. And then once that's ready, I'm just going to go to my downloads folder and I'll be able to collect that file and work with it, as we'll talk about in a second. If I want all of these files, my chat, my audio, audio only, audio transcript, shared screen, I just click the download right here and it downloads them all. And it shouldn't take too long to do it. I would suspect, depending on your internet speed, a couple of minutes should be it. Now, keep in mind this shareable link button was handy if your video is available. The fact that this video will be deleted unless I save it somewhere else means I really don't need a shareable link right now, because that shareable link will no longer be available if the video is before August 15th, 2020. So again, I'd have to either download this, or if I don't need this video, I could just let it die and it goes away starting in late June. So again, step 4 is clicking on the Zoom recording title and accessing that recording. Step 5 is downloading any of the files by clicking the arrowed button. The files will depend on your recording settings. So again, I could either choose one file here and download. I don't really want to do the links on any of these because those links are going away if the video is in the affected date range. I could download them all right here. Once I've done that, they're on my computer. So what I'll do here on a Mac is type downloads in the search bar, and I'll find my downloads folder. And you're going to see then that that particular file is right here. If I click on it, it will preview for me, and that is indeed one of my trainings. So the file is available. So at this step, it lives on your computer. It is perfectly safe. So if you wanted to, prior to that June date, you could download all your files that are affected that you wish to save just to be safe. The next step you don't even have to do. It's just depending on what you want to do in terms of saving your files or sharing them later. One thing I want to note in this step is that your files will always have a certain naming convention, and you'll see GMT. So Greenwich Mean Time, I believe that stands for, and it'll have, if there's a name there, you often have to expand this to get the whole name of the file. And it also has coding for, I think it's date and in time, and it maybe has the resolution there. But in any case, it's easy to find. Mine always come up in the downloads folder as QuickTime Player, and say they all come in this particular area. But knowing that it's going to have the header of GMT makes it pretty easy to find on your computer. You can always go to your download folder and even type, or you can go to your search bar and type GMT, and then you'll see the various files that come up. And those are all going to be your Zoom files. So step 6 then, it's living on my computer. If I wanted to, I could copy it to a flash drive, an external hard drive. I could leave on my computer, whatever I want to do with it. So that is if you just want to store those Zoom recordings and not necessarily share them. We're going to move on here to step 7 and 8. So step 7 and 8 in this process is going to involve you want to share these videos with students or faculty or staff or administration for future trainings. Because these videos have gone away from Zoom, that convenience of having this shareable link goes away. So it's a very easy workaround for this. I'll show you the 2 ways of doing this. Okay, so for step 7, we want to upload our downloaded Zoom video or videos to Canvas Studio. Very easy to do. There are basically 4 steps to work through here. Now, if your college doesn't have Canvas Studio, you could certainly inquire about the process of getting it. It is an add-on. I think it's a really wonderful add-on. So Canvas Studio has collections. If you want, you can create collections in this process to make it easier to save your files for later use. So for my purposes today, I'll just upload it straight away just into all of my videos. And I don't use a lot of organization here. I do most of my stuff on YouTube, but all I need to do is begin. First thing, of course, is I logged into Canvas Studio, and that's typically found in your Canvas account on the left tabs. In our account at LTCC, it's second from the bottom. I click on that and my video pane opens up. I would click the add button at the top right, and here is where I would want to either drag my media in, my file, or I could hit browse. Very easy again to find it. I put it on my desktop. It's the GMT one. All I have to do is click choose for upload, and that file begins to upload. What's nice about Canvas Studio is the minute you have your video here, and again, you know you can actually record live videos, you can do screen shares, record those, very easy to use. What I like about Canvas Studio is I have 2 options for sharing that. One is to click on the video, And in the top left corner here, you see a share button. So I click that, and you either use an embed code or a link. So what's nice about this is a persistent link that as long as my video is living, I don't delete it in my Canvas Studio account, I can always share this anywhere in my class. I can send someone an email. All I need to do is copy this link and I'm good to go. They will be able to view it. Now I can also use an embed code, which will give me a little better look to the video. It has a frame around it. It's formatted a little more nicely. And if you need to know how to do that, you can look this up. But in your Canvas content editor, you would simply go in under the HTML editor and hit this embed code there, save it, and then it would have that video ready for you. You can also share the video with people based on their name. You type it in your local Canvas account, and same deal, they can view it. So that's a nice way, kind of using an intranet to share with your colleagues at your community college. So that's very easy to do. So option 1 is a share that just involves me clicking on that share button and then emailing that link or also putting it in a Canvas page. And in fact, there are a few different ways to put a video in a Canvas page. You probably know this. I can go to a sample class here, just one of my sandboxes. And you know the Rich Content Editor has changed recently. So you have a number of different places you could click to find this. You can actually click on Apps, and you could do YouTube here. If you have Play Pause It, Canvas Studio, you can insert right there. A little bit easier to remember is right here is your Canvas Studio icon. What's nice about this is you have immediate access to your videos. So if I want to insert a particular video, I click Select. I have some options here allowing for comments or not. I click Embed, and I'm finished. I hit Save, and my video appears. You'll see that in a second here. That's pretty nice because that is right there available in your Canvas page, and as you know, you can do some really wonderful annotations with Canvas Studio that allow you to really interact with your students and colleagues in different ways. So that is, I think, really easy to do. Again, all I did to upload to Canvas Studio was open up Canvas Studio, click on the Add button at the top right. I either drag the file in, I select it. Again, looking for that GMT is an easy way to remember that that is going to be one of my downloaded Zoom videos. Once I've done that, the video is safe. Again, the video was already safe back at step 6 because it was on my computer flash drive or external drive. Step 7 and 8 involves really sharing the videos with the outside world. And I would again ask you to keep in mind FERPA regulations. I do have a FERPA video on my YouTube channel that you can check out. Just go to searching my channel and type in FERPA and you'll find that. Because that is a concern, and there are some ways within Canvas Studio using a recording option that you can actually blur student name, student information, privacy data that cannot be shared with the external world, or even one of your other classes. If you teach a sociology class one quarter, you teach that the next quarter. If you have private student information, you can't share it with the next class, even though it's the same subject and you're the instructor, because FERPA says you cannot share student data from one class to another, only within that one class. So it kind of presents a problem there, but be sure to check out my FERPA video for more information. So step 8 is not going to be Canvas Studio. This is using your video within YouTube. If you don't have a YouTube channel, I would just remind you that it's pretty easy to get one set up. I'm a very high YouTube user. I think I have over 1,500 videos in my channel. So I'm literally using YouTube daily, creating a video, uploading a video, and so forth. So this is going to be pretty easy to do. You would simply go to really any place in your YouTube channel. I'm not going to go through setting up an account. You could do that on your own. It's quite easy. There are some restrictions on YouTube accounts in terms of length of videos, but typically after you become a user with a few uploads, that goes away and they let you record really infinite length videos. So all I want to do at this step is click on the right top corner. Same location, actually, strangely enough, as Canvas Studio. I click the Create button, and this is where I'd want to click on Upload Videos. At this point, just like Canvas Studio, I can drop my file here, or I like to do it this way. I hit Select File. Again, I find my GMT file. I choose for Upload, and the video begins to upload. And again, very easy to do in terms of uploading your video to YouTube. So you do have some options here. I think the number one thing to do as a reminder to close out today is beginning June 30th, 2021, TechConnect Zoom will begin to delete any Zoom video that you've recorded from the date August 15th, 2020 or earlier. Lost forever, so if you need any of those videos, I recommend you log on well before June 30th. Download those videos as I've talked about in these steps. Step 1, you log onto your Zoom account. Step 2, you want to find those start time columns that includes the date. Step 3, find any recordings prior to August 15, 2020 to save. Step 4, click on that Zoom recording title to access the recording. Step 5, download any of those files that you want. Step 6 is you can locate those files on your computer, decide what you want to do with them. Steps 7 and 8 involve uploading the video either to Canvas Studio or to YouTube. And I should mention that some of you might have other apps on your computer that allow for uploading depending on your community college account. You might have 3C Media as an example. So there are indeed more options of uploading and sharing your Zoom videos that you've recorded with the outside world or your colleagues or future students. You just have to decide really how you want to do that. But there were a couple options presented in this video today, and hopefully this process will not be too challenging. Just be sure to do this, of course, before June 30th, 2021. So that will be it for today. I appreciate all of you listening to my YouTube channel here, and I'll be back in the future with more videos on Zoom and other technology-related teaching issues.